Hello everybody and welcome to Comic Time. It is not Wednesday at all. It is Saturday and I am just now doing my Wednesday show and I have a reason for this. I am Rainbow Red Panda and normally I do this on Wednesday if this is your first time viewing my little vlog. Normally I do these on Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, but this week UPS just failed at life. They did not bring the new comic books to my comic book store on Wednesday. Thursday here is the 4th of July, so there was no mail due to it being a federal holiday. My comic book store was still open, so I did still drop by just to see if maybe they, for some reason, ended up somehow magically getting there. I got something from my pull that they got all of their back-ordered stuff in, but they didn't get anything new. So I had like one thing back-ordered that I got. But Friday evening was when they finally got their shipment, which was lucky because if they didn't get it on Friday evening, they were going to get it next Wednesday. So it would have been like 2 new comic book days all in one. And that just would have been very random and I wouldn't have known what to do with my vlog. So it came. I didn't do the vlog on Friday night because I only got half of my pull. They do their things like in 2 different ways. They put out like the new stuff like everybody gets, and then like the special ordered stuff they sort that out at the end. I got there right as the shipment came in, and so I got the stuff that they were putting on the shelves, but I didn't get like my special ordered stuff, which I have a lot of, so I went back to get that today, and so that's why I'm doing the vlog today. I didn't want to just have half of my pull. I wanted to have all of it, so I have it all for you guys now, so I will show that to you now. I got the 6th of the Adventure Time Fiona and Cake. It is the last one of this little mini series. I got the first Daredevil Dark Knights, which I'm excited about. I don't read a lot of Daredevil, but this is the second one. I'm sorry, it's the second one. I don't read a lot of Daredevil, but I don't know, this seems interesting to me. The Avengers #1. Everyone's excited about that one. I got this one. I'm not really sure about it, but I thought I'd try it out. It's the Dexter. It's #1. I haven't read any sort of reviews. I know that, obviously there's the Dexter TV series. It's ending this year, or this season. Like, the season just started or starting soon, and it's going to be the final season of Dexter. Dexter's been on for, I don't know, a while. I think it's like 8 seasons maybe. I don't really watch it because I wanted to, but at the time I was living in a place that didn't have HBO or whatever channel it is that they show it on. And I don't know, I just didn't like watch it online. So I've never watched Dexter, but I've heard good things, so I don't know. I thought I'd give this little comic a try. He ordered it in like mass quantities at my comic store, and that's not normal for something that's like supposed to be not popular, so I'm hoping that maybe it's worth something. The new first issue of Guardians of the Galaxy, tomorrow's Avengers. And this is a very thick comic for being new. I don't know if you can tell like thickness by this, but it's almost like feels like the 2 comics in one, so that's exciting. The new Invincible universe, which I like Invincible a lot. This one I kind of got on mistake. I didn't pre-order it, but I was going to go in and order it on Wednesday, and then it ended up just randomly coming, and I don't know, I got it. I didn't order it, but I got it, so that was cool. The Emerald City of Oz #1. So, I don't know. Marvel, with their last Wizard of Oz series that they did, it was really popular, and I think it might have won an award. And so they're doing another one. So this is like their other little series that they've done. They have the What If AVX. It's kind of like, I don't think it's a continuation exactly. I haven't read it yet, but it goes along with like what they did last year with AVX. So, yeah, it's issue #1. Issue #3 of Uber is out. I'm going to do a review of these. It's a sensitive subject to a lot of people, and I don't know, I haven't read any other reviews of this, but I know a lot of people that I know that have read this like it, they just don't talk about it. So I am going to talk about it, because I just am. Hopefully I don't just completely make a fool of myself, but I mean, this is a comic that deals with Nazis and things like that, so you kind of have to deal with it in like a special way, I guess, so that you don't offend people. I don't know if I can do that, but I'm going to try. At the end of the second issue, actually, the author like wrote like this big like 3-page thing about, you know, how hard it was for him to be able to write the comic because he wanted to, but he didn't want to offend anybody. But, you know, talking about this sort of thing, sometimes you just have to. So we hope that people would understand, like, you know, this isn't what he thinks, this isn't, but I mean, you have to kind of, you know, do it. So I don't know, just don't hate him. It's a good comic. Just don't like the characters. It's not the comic's fault. Issue number 3 of The Movement is out. I don't know. I really liked the first 2 issues of it. It kind of, I think it's going in a different direction than I kind of thought, but I like the direction that it's going in. So we'll see. I like it though. Issue number 4 of Abe Sapien is out, and it's the first cover that is not like green and like frog-like. So that's exciting. We'll see what happens with Mr. Abe. The new 10 Grand is out, and this is one of my more excited ones that I've got this week. I don't know. I really like the 10 Grand series. I don't know. I think it's going to be a new, up-and-coming, awesome series from Image. So it's only in its 3rd issue. So if you guys haven't read it, I would suggest going and getting it. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone that dislikes it yet. So I don't know. I really like it. The Prelude to Infinity is the new Avengers title, which I have learned I like the Avengers. I mean, I read a lot of different Avengers titles. The thing with just the regular Avengers title is, though, I tend to put it off. So it'll be like at the bottom of my stack, like, okay, I'm going to read, you know, all the ones that I'm really excited to read first, and then the Avengers just kind of falls to the end, and then I end up like not reading like the last 2 or 3 in the stack for a while, and so in the end I have like 6 Avengers titles to read at once, and I like the Avengers titles, I do, but I cannot read 6 of them at one time. I don't know why, I can't do it, so I'm going to have to read that, like, ASAP, because otherwise I won't, and then in a few months I'm going to be telling you about how I had to read 3 or 4 of them, and it's not going to be a fun time, so I'm going to read that very soon. The main one that I'm excited about for this week, Deadpool Kills Deadpool. It's finally out, and if you watched my, vlog that I did before this one, the Comic-Con, like, information vlog, they have a newly announced variant that is going to be at Comic-Con. There's not a lot available, so I'm going to get it for sure if I'm able to. So, I don't know, Deadpool Kills Deadpool, I'm very excited about it, so I'm going to read it. It's going to be one of the first ones that I read. The final Polarity is out. Issue number 4 in the 4-part series. I'm very sad about it. I really love this series. It is the first series from Max Bemis, who is the lead singer of Say Anything. Once again, just a musician. Like most musicians who love comic books, you know, they make comic books, and you know, it doesn't go along with any of their songs or anything. It's kind of almost a story of like his life. Not, you know, exactly, but just kind of like very, very loosely based. So, you know, you gotta give props to someone for that. Another new series. It kicks off Superior Spider Month. The Superior Foes of Spider-Man. It is the first issue. I haven't read it yet, but I don't know. I'm excited for it. And then the one that I am most excited about, and I was very lucky to get at my comic store. I didn't order it, pre-order it, or anything because, you know, it's a DC title. It's, you know, a fairly big thing of the summer. So I figured he's going to carry it for sure. So I'm not going to have to pre-order it because it's just going to be there waiting for me. Well, on Friday, no, it wasn't just there on the shelves. And I was like, oh no, he didn't order it. So today, whenever I went back in, I was like, dude, Pandora, where is it? Like, do you have it? He's like, yeah, I got 3 of them in. I didn't think anyone was going to want it because no one pre-ordered it. So I didn't put them out because, I don't know, for some reason he just didn't put those 3 out. And he's like, now everyone is asking me about it. Like, I just have 3 of them in the back and I won't give them out. Like, I have more coming next Wednesday, so I'm just going to put them all out together. But for some reason, he let me have one. So, like, I have a couple friends who went into the same comic book store, like, before me in the day, and he wouldn't let them have it. And I'm like, oh, I got Pandora. And they were like, no. No, you didn't, because he wouldn't let me have it. And I'm like, no, he let me have it. So, I'm one of the few people in this town, for right now, that have this comic. The Trinity of, what is it? Yes, the Trinity of Sin, Pandora, #1 comes out. It is the prelude to the Trinity War, which, of the 3 summer type big events, it is the one that I'm most excited for. Of course, the other 2, the Infinity, and then, of course, Spider-Man just kind of had to do something, so they have the little Superior Spider Month. It's not a big deal. If I had to rate them, it'd be Superior Spider Month, Infinity, and then Trinity War for sure. I mean, they have a bigger card for one thing, but I don't know. I just like them better. I think it's going to be a bigger deal, a bigger series, and it's just going to be bigger. I know a lot of people, I've kind of like asked around, and a lot of people say Trinity War over Infinity, so we'll see what happens with that, but I personally am more excited for Trinity War than I am for Infinity. And then Superior Spider-Man, like, I don't know, I just felt like they had to do something with Spider-Man. He's being left out of the other ones. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens with it, but I'm excited to see what people at Comic-Con have to say about it, that's for sure. So that's me going on about that. Speaking of Comic-Con, it is 12 days until Comic-Con. Like I said, I did a vlog before this. I needed to do one. I hadn't done one on Wednesday yet, so I needed to do one, and they're announcing all these informations. They've continued to announce, like, they release the panel sets per day. They just released Saturdays today. Tomorrow they will probably release Sundays. So Sunday probably won't be a huge selection because there's not as many hours, but we'll see. But I will provide the links below for that if you guys are interested. They also have the merchandise and just other things, so you guys can all check that out. You can either watch the vlog previously, or I will try to link that below again for you guys. Like I mentioned in that vlog, I'm going to try my best to get some sort of exclusive stuff and kind of have extra. So in the future, whenever I do giveaways, I might give away that stuff instead of doing like a gift card or something. And so if you guys want to look through the list of like all the exclusive stuff that they have, and just, you know, something that you would buy if you were going to be there, just let me know. And if I get a few things that are similar, you know, I'll try to pick it up, as long as it's not like the $1,200 Batman statue, which I would love to have the $1,200 Batman statue, but it's $1,200 and I just don't have that kind of extra money laying around. So obviously don't say that you want the $1,200 Batman statue, because I do too, and I'm not getting it, so neither are you, at least not for me. So sorry, but I have limits. But I mean, I can do like the variant covers, a lot of the like plushies, or, you know, there's like a Domo or a Troll, or like just any of the action figure-y type things, as long as they're reasonably priced. You know, I can do that. As long as I can get it, I will try my best to provide it to you. So, I don't know, if you want to look through the list and let me know, that would be appreciated in the comment section. That's about all I have for Comic-Con. I don't know, that's all I got. If you guys go on Reddit at all, I don't know if you guys are Redditors, but today on the front page, I don't think it's on the front page anymore, but it was part of our movies. They had an article about the Deadpool movie, which was shot a few years ago, like right after Wolverine Origins came out. I don't know if it's ever going to come out. They've kind of, I don't know. Ryan Reynolds was on there, and he's like, it's like the worst relationship I've ever had, because it's just like on again and off again, and they say they were going to release it and they don't. I have mixed feelings about this, just because Ryan Reynolds is the one that plays Deadpool. Like, I'm not saying that he can't do a good Deadpool, but one, like, I feel like he kind of, you know, he did the Green Lantern and then he did Deadpool. Like, I feel like you shouldn't dabble in both comic worlds for movies. You should either be a Marvel movie or a DC movie actor. Don't do both. Like, I don't know. To me, it just seems wrong. And I mean, everybody, if you've seen the Green Lantern, like, I don't, if that's what he's going to bring to the table for Deadpool, no, because I hold a higher standard for Deadpool, and I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like that he was Deadpool, and I don't know, I have issues with it. So if they release the movie, alright, but I would rather them maybe not, and just, I mean, nothing against Ryan Reynolds, but I just feel like someone else should play Deadpool. I don't know. I don't know. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Leave comments. Let me know. A lot of girls think he's attractive, and I'm not really one of them, but I mean, Deadpool is kind of known as being not really gruesome, but he's not attractive. He has, lots of problems with his body because of just all of the things that have been done to him over the years, and I don't know, I mean, obviously with makeup and special effects and everything, I mean, you can make anybody look horrible, but I don't know, I just feel like maybe they should just take somebody else. I can't think of anyone specific that comes to mind that I think should play him, but like Ryan Reynolds is not one of those people at all. Maybe in the hair, but other than that, I don't like it. So I don't know. That's my little rant on Deadpool, courtesy of Reddit. My cupcakes for this week are really sad looking. They're very gooey. The icing has kind of melted. I'm probably not going to pick them up to show them to you. I made these on Wednesday before I knew the comic book store was not open, so they are very like this now, but I made them, so I've been saving them just for this vlog. They kind of look like cinnamon rolls almost, but they are not. They are chocolate cupcakes with vanilla icing with like sprinkles inside of the icing. So that's fun. But the littlest cupcake this week is going to go to Polarity because it is its last issue, and he's debating on doing something else with it. Like, he can continue the story if he wanted to, which hopefully he does, because I mean, everybody wants to read more of it that's read it. But we'll see. If not, he'll do something else, and then it'll be just as fun. This one is going to Comic-Con because they're starting to get everyone excited. I don't know. I mean, they're finally releasing everything. They've said they won't release anything till 2 weeks, and that's literally what they're doing. Like, it is 2 weeks away from, like, next Saturday is 2 weeks away for the panels and things. So, I mean, they're keeping their promises. They're delivering. I kind of wish they would have done it earlier, but whatever. They told you. And then the biggest one is going to my comic book store because, I don't know, I feel like I put too much pressure on them to, like, deliver comic books to me. But, I mean, sometimes things just happen that just aren't in your control. Like, UPS, they fail. Like, I'm having so many problems with the mail services right now. Like, I have no faith in the mail system at all right now. But, I mean, UPS, like, that's not something they can control. But they handled the situation very well. They kept me informed. They would literally, like, call me. Like, I was getting phone calls, like, okay, your comics are here, like, this is where they are, don't worry, like, and I wasn't even, like, being, like, rude about it or anything, being like, oh, I need my comics right now, like, I just walked in, and whenever they weren't there, they did very good at, letting me know where my comics were, and I appreciate that. A lot of comic stores don't do that. I went to one, kind of around the St. Louis area, and I was looking for Revival number 7, and they were going to order it for me from another one of the stores, and they were just going to bring it right over, and they were going to call me when I got there, and that was like a month ago, and I never got that call. So, I mean, they can't even call me about one comic, but, like, my store will call me about, like, just random things, like, oh, we got this comic, is this on your pull? Like, it's not written down, but we feel like you might like that. Like, that's just not something that a lot of comic stores would do, so I really appreciate that they take the time out to, like, deal with their customers in, like, a very friendly manner, and that's just something that, like, if I ever end up moving away from here, like, I'm going to miss my comic book store the most of all. So if you guys have awesome local comic book stores like that, let me know about it, because I need to move wherever that is if I ever end up moving, because I'm totally going to miss my comic book store. So I don't know, that's all I have for today. I will be here next Wednesday, hopefully, for my vlog if everything goes well with UPS. So that is all I have for today. If you guys liked the video, be sure to rate it thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, or you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be back next week, and that is all I have for you guys today. So, bye!